Good afternoon and welcome to our webinar on animal grouping. So in this webinar, we will be going through your settings for the automatic grouping, how you can edit groups and add groups, remove groups, change an animal group in daily events and also in batch entry.
Where would I go to edit my group settings?
So if you want to change your group settings, if you go to the cow's head and daily tasks, you've got animal grouping here. At the bottom here, you've got settings. So if you click on your settings here, these are all the groups that are currently set up in your program. Not exactly like this, but they would all be in this screen here. And to change the groups, if you just read the setting here, new group after new carving, you would then select from the drop down the relevant group you would like those animals to fall into. So the new group after a new carving, I've set now it to fall into milking cows. New group after dry off, you would click on the drop down and select the group you would like those animals to automatically be moved into. You can also edit the days and the age here based on the age that you want young stock to move into what group, and then select the relevant group from your drop downs there. When you've changed all the settings and you're happy, then press OK. And to see those changes, we've got here on our screen all the animals that are in their current groups, and you've got a new group column here on the right. If you select the regroup, it will just then recalculate the groups that those animals will now be moved into based upon the changes you've applied. So we can see if we sort by status, all these animals here have been moved into milking cows. And if we go down to the dries, they've all been moved from their previous feeding group 8 into the dry group, which is what I wanted. And if you're happy with those changes, obviously bear in mind all your feed settings, then press save, and those changes will then be saved and will apply throughout your program.
How would I edit a group, like the name?
Okay, so if you want to edit a group name, if you go into your Manage Groups button, this is where you can see all the groups that you have set up. If you click on the group that you want to rename and then press Edit, you can then change the group name here. You can also change the group number if you want to, and then press OK. It's just telling me here that I haven't saved my group changes, so we're going to save them now and then press OK. So all our animals now have been saved into their new groups, and I've renamed one of our groups.
How would I add a new group in?
To add a new group, if you go into Manage Groups, you've got a New button. If you press the New button, the next number will follow on from your last group number. So we're now creating a group 10. Type in the name of the group that you want to be this group to be and press OK. And you've now created your new group, and then press OK again.
So if I wanted to move an individual animal or a couple of animals into a new group, is there anywhere else I can do it apart from this screen here?
Yep, so if you want to move an individual animal, if you go into your cow's head, daily tasks and daily events, type in the animal which you want to move groups for, so number 18 here. In your action, you have got the option for group change. So select the group change and then press OK. Select the date that you want the animal to have been moved from. So we're going to go with today. So just going to press Enter. On the type here you've got whether you're moving them into a group or a barn group. So we're going to select group. The current group will automatically populate. So this animal is currently in group 2. And then we're just going to press enter on new group. And we're going to select the group that you want that one animal to be moved into. So they're currently in milking cow group, and I want them to be moved into highs. So I'm going to press OK. And now that animal there has moved from group 2 to group 4. We've got the green tick to show that that's been validated.
Am I able to do it as a batch as well?
Yep, so if you want to manage a batch of animals from one group to another, you've got your batch entry and then your grouping here. This gives you a quick description on how you can move the animals across. So then press next, select the group type that you want to move animals from and to, and then press next. And now these are the items you want to see on the animal. So I'm going to select ear tag because not all my animals have a name. And then I'm going to press next. What you do now is you select the group that you want to move the animals from in the left hand side. So here I have 14 animals on group 6, and I want to move those into group 10. You can select the animals and move them across individually like this. It's a lot quicker than entering each one individually in daily events. And you can also have a look at another group and pick out animals that you want to move into your new group from here. Or what you can do is, if you're no longer going to use this group 6, or if you want all of these animals out of that one group, you can just press this double arrow pointing to the right here, and it will move them all over. If you have moved one in error, you can select them, select the group that they should be in, and then press the back arrow to get them back out of that group. Press finish, and then that will save your changes. So it's saying here we've moved those 14 across into the new group 10.
Okay, great. Is there anywhere I can see like a printout of which animals are in which group?
Yep, so to see a printout of your animals, if you go to the cow's head, back into daily tasks and animal grouping, you've got a group report down here in the bottom right. If you click on that one, it just shows you what animals are in which group and then a total number of animals. And that goes through all your groups. And if you click on the blue arrow, which will skip to the last page of this report, it will give you an overview of your groups and what their current status is, if they're young, stock, dry, and then the totals at the end there. Okay, so that's animal grouping. If you do want us to have a look at grouping with you on your programme, do give our help desk a call.